Hey there guys, and welcome back to Hursty Games, and welcome back to Waffle Time, of course, with Jack, as always.
No waffles.
No waffles, we didn't have waffles today. It was a one-off waffle situation, I think. But today, the day before foot release, at least for us.
Yeah, definitely.
Really excited, man.
Well, the day before we were like, what?
Hours away.
7 hours?
Probably about 6, 7 hours.
7, 8 hours. 8 hours.
7.5.
Just under 8 hours.
Really, really excited. So, I mean, it's going to be really good. I'm sitting thinking, like, from now, like, in 7.5, 8 hours' time, I'm going to have an icon on my account. Right?
Maybe, if you're lucky.
Right? I'm hoping for one at least. We'll obviously be doing packs at that point, so
Definitely.
you've got that to look forward to, and that probably won't be in 8.5 hours' time. That'll probably be after some editing and calming down from either great excitement or calming down from sheer anger at nothing. So,
Swings and roundabouts.
swings and roundabouts. But there's a couple of things we're going to talk about today in the excitement and the build-up to FIFA 18.
Yeah, there's been another list.
Yeah, we've had another list. We've actually planned things. We do this sometimes. It doesn't happen often, but it happens on Waffle Time, so
Waffle time.
credit to Waffle Time. But the first thing we're actually going to talk about is, obviously with 18 being the first time for us PS4 users to be introduced to some extra cards with the likes of icons, obviously replacing legends, we had a little discussion and a little think about players that if we could pick one player that we would just given to use and actually just be able to try out, what player would it be? Now, do you want to go first or do you want me to go first?
Oh, you go first. Yours is...
I'll go first.
Are you going to have this up on the screen or is it...
I'm going to put, yeah, I'll put it up on the screen. But the first player that I just came straight to mind was Ronaldinho. Now, I've always been such a massive fan of Ronaldinho. He's one of those players that I just loved to watch, and obviously still love to watch because I think he is still actually playing. Or he might have retired last year, I can't remember. But just watching Ronaldinho on the ball, it just made me want to play football and made me think, I could do that. And of course, I couldn't do any of it. I just one of those players I'm just so excited he's in. But I'm just so excited he's in this game. I mean, he's got like 90 plus on like 4 stats. I've got it here, so it's like 92 pace.
Is that his prime
This
card?
is his prime. This is his absolute prime card. And on that one, it's got 92 pace, 90 shot, 91 passing, 95 dribbling, and even 81 physical.
So you're not mugging him off.
Exactly.
Anytime soon.
And that, for a winger, that's incredible. I know his cam card is a 91, I think it is, and has also got some great-looking stats.
And 5-star skills, of course, he's well known for those.
Of course. But either like out wide or in the middle, I'd be so excited to use that card. And I just think he's going to be so expensive. So my only real way of getting him is either to pack him and get incredibly lucky, or do a lot of trading.
You can see from there, like his minimum price there is like 790,000 coins.
Yeah,
so
790
you're
to
looking
15.
at you're looking at about 2-3 mil.
At least 2-3 million, at least, because I think he's going to be on par with like the prices of like Hullet and Brazilian Ronaldo and those kind of things.
Not to mention he's one of the new ones, so loads of people are going to be after him.
Yeah, but that's my pick. I think he would be so much fun to use, and I hope at some point, even if it's through a draft, that I get to at least try one of his cards out.
To experience the magic that is.
Yeah, Ronaldinho. That's my choice. Jack.
And moving on to my choice, because, like we said, we haven't been introduced to legends or icons as they're called now, until now. My pick is just going for Pelé, not necessarily the 98 Pelé, because that is just going to be...
Impossible.
Absolutely impossible, because, I mean, no stats, very similar, but
just
very good. Very good. He's got less physical, but he's just been one of those names that have been... Obviously, he's top draw as an overall player, like one of the world's best, if not the world's best player that the game's ever known.
Ever. Like, probably.
But of course, over the hype of the last 3 years, 3 or
4 years, yeah.
That, legends have been involved with Xbox and FIFA. He's been toted up as one of the players that us PlayStation users have never got to use. So that is a player that I'm hoping at one time or another to experience in FIFA.
Yeah, and I mean, it was hard to look past Pelé for my vote, really. It was purely because of my personal liking of Ronaldinho and how excited I knew I was when I saw that he was being added. But you're right, having Pelé there, but out of reach because like we have no chance of getting him previously, it's that excitement of any pack could be an icon. Like any pack.
Indeed, yeah. Because they're not doing the thing where they release them bit by bit. It's just
I think
icons
they're just all in, aren't they? Yeah.
Until like they're doing a special release for the prime ones at certain times. I think.
Yeah, I think they're doing certain ones where it's like, just the like prime versions of Legends in packs now, or whatever, those kind of
Something
things.
like that.
But either way, it's exciting from definitely a PS4 point user anyway. But obviously Xbox as well will have the same excitement. But I think it's just like you said, and like I've said, just to repeat ourselves, it's the fact it's brand new and we've never had the option of this. It just that extra little bit of hype, that extra little step that makes me think, oh my god.
And watching like many YouTubers already, like from ones that have been at the capture event, like when you see those blue flares, because even on the beta they weren't released.
Yeah.
So there was no chance of packing icons on there. To see that blue flare like emerge and just be like, bang, here is your icon card, see the nationality, and it's just going to cause so much hype.
It would just be so cool.
And of course there are some major runner-ups, some really good icons that we've missed out, like R9 Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Am I saying that right? R9?
Well, yeah, I just call him Brazilian. Because people call him Fat Ronaldo, and I think it's really harsh. But Brazilian Ronaldo, striker Ronaldo,
but
he'll be cool.
He'll be on there. People like, even a newcomer like Puyol.
His 92 card looks awesome. Yeah. And he definitely deserves a legend. But that 92 card, even his right back, everyone's like, oh, it's slow, da da da. That right back card looks really good. And if I got that, I would not be upset with that at all.
No, and of course, some major Premier League stars, like, of course, the Thierry Henry.
Thierry Henry.
Be out there. And yeah, there's just going to be so many that the hype is just there for. And I'm pretty sure if one of us was to pack it today or Tuesday midnight, it would definitely be one that
wakes my family up.
Not only wakes your family up, but I think it will be still in our club till the very last day.
Yeah,
I don't think either one of us will be able to sell our very first pack.
No, a first packed icon I think is impossible to kind of get rid of. For me, for us, like you said, I don't think we'd be able to bring ourselves to do it, even if it's like a really naff one.
And I think the same can be said even for the likes of, say, like a Messi or Ronaldo. Like, to be packed on the first day, it's a lot of coins, but at the same time, it's like, it's that sort of level of sentimentality. It's like, it's a game, but I think for us, it's a bit more than a game. Yeah,
we treat it very, very seriously. And like that sounds sad, but that's so true. We play a lot of FIFA, and we enjoy playing FIFA, like as simple and straightforward as that. So it does mean a lot, and there's always that kind of competitiveness. Like, we always end up building great teams and then kind of not quite competing as, oh, my team's better than yours, but we like to play with those teams a lot and see whose team kind of works the best and whatever. And
like goals for our strikers.
Stats and things. We compare that kind of stuff a lot.
And occasionally we do play the odd game. We didn't really play that much in FIFA 17.
Not too much, really.
Not with our main teams, anyway.
No, although there was a lot of server times at that point when we were like really wanting to, where because we were in the same room and on the same thing, it wouldn't connect us and let us play. So that was always a bit frustrating. But the next thing I want to talk about is I've sat and made a team with no icons at all, because if I was putting icons in, it probably would have been full of icons. But a team that I would like to obtain and achieve fairly quickly into FIFA. So I'm talking like within the first, I don't know, 3-4 months of FIFA.
So
have most of this team.
Be before Team of the Year.
Around the time of Team of the Year, like either before or just after Team of the Year, I'd like to have a team like this, and I'll put it up on screen now. So it's a bit of a hybrid. It's a BPL and BBVA hybrid, and that's purely because I think BBVA's, pretty much. BBVA is where it's at. Like, that's where the best players in the world and the best Team of the Years and seasons and stuff will probably come from. But I've always had a personal attachment to BPL, and I've always made BPL teams, so I feel like I should kind of stick with a little bit of what I know. Especially with things like, obviously, informs and stuff are going to come out, and those are going to be the players that I know and kind of can anticipate the best. But, I mean, looking at it, the only kind of weak link I personally see is maybe Marcos Alonso. Maybe. I was thinking about Danny Rose, but I stuck with my guns on Marcos Alonso. And if there was one position that I allowed myself to have a legend, that obviously wasn't Ronaldinho, I would say left back and maybe try and really go ambitious for like a Roberto Carlos or something. But just because that I think is the one weak spot, personally. Now, it's not because his card looks good, it doesn't look good or anything. I just think, like, stat-wise, I compare it to all of the other players, and I think it's the only one that I'm not, like, amazed with, or, like, I'm not, like, really confident in. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So, I mean, what are your thoughts? What do you think?
I mean, it's a very powerful team, let's face it. There's the defensive solidarity of Matic there. Bailly's obviously got the pace, along with that Sergio Ramos card at 90 rated. That centre-back pairing is going to be decent. De Gea's not a bad keeper at all. You're not going to find better than Carvajal in that position.
No.
Bale, of course, You can't really go wrong. He was one of my favourite players on the beta, to be fair.
He was really good.
He was really good.
He tore it up, man.
And yeah, the midfield just looks very solid. Like, obviously, you got creation there from Isco and De Bruyne, and along with the pace of Hazard on the other side. It's a dangerous team, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean, the front three, I kind of went and splurged a little bit. Like, I thought about Ibra, and Ibra is still very much a possibility. Like, I could actually change my mind and go for Ibra. But part of the reason I went with that front three is, as I said in a previous video, that actually, by the way, is doing so much better than I'd anticipated. And thank you to everyone who's watched that. But my tips for crossing video, because I think crossing is going to be so big this year, I thought I want two wingers that can run, can shoot, and can cross. And I mean, you look at those stats, both of them have got 84 passing, both have got above 80 shooting, which for a winger is really, really good. But also, Bale's got 87 shooting, which for a winger is crazy. That's better than Lukaku, which is mad.
Yeah, and he didn't score as many goals as Lukaku.
No, he didn't at all. But I think also having Lukaku, who's so versatile, he's big, he's strong, he's good in the air, he's good with his feet. I just thought someone like that would be incredible to use. And I think with those two wingers either side, goals will happen. Like, goals will just be there.
If you found that team's defensively solid,
Mm-hmm.
and you wanted to change it up again and wanted to be a bit more attacking,
Yeah.
would you consider swapping into a 4-3-3 with a cam?
Yeah.
Take out De Bruyne and put Ibra behind Lukaku, with him set onto an option of getting into the box for crosses.
If I was going to be more attacking and kind of ignore the defence a little bit, I'd do that. I'd do exactly what he said. 4-3-3. Sorry, with a cam. I'd keep De Bruyne at CM. I would then take Matic out and put in a cam.
So I would have thought you would have kept Matic in for the defensive aspect, but
I'm saying if I was going like balls to the wall, like sod it, or what I'd do is I'd put De Bruyne at cam and look to bring in a Pogba and just make the team a million times more expensive anyway. But like, just like if I was saying sod it to defence, then
will Pogba
I would
be that
do
expensive,
that.
do you think?
I think Pogba is going to be about 200-300k. I think him and Kante are going to be like the same price because I think Kante.
Well, he was only
is
about
defensive.
150. Well, that was on early access on Xbox.
Although I have seen him around 200k on a couple of videos I watched.
Oh, okay.
So although to be fair, I don't know if that was before or after. But I've been watching a lot of streamers. I've been watching a lot of people doing packs and doing gameplay and stuff. And the big thing this year that people mention is defense and how much harder it is. Like I watched a game between Tass and Gorilla, and both of them were talking about how hard defending is. And Gorilla obviously won the World Championship, the World Cup, and he was struggling to defend. Like it's his first time playing the game, but he's still a very able, switched-on person when it comes to FIFA. And if he's struggling with defense, then that makes me think, crap, because I've always been bad at defending. So making that harder, I just think a CDM role is going to be so important.
And but that as well. But I don't know if you've noticed it as well, but in quite a few videos I've seen, they've been slating the goalkeeping in this game as well. So, like you say, defense should be priority, but your main thing is you want to try and now outscore opponents.
Yeah.
It's not sit back because you will concede.
I was going to say, playing that like possession, like playing defensive when you go a goal up, I think is going to bite people in the arse this year. And I think people are going to struggle if that's what they do, if that's what they decide to do. But you're going to have people who are good enough to do that. And are good enough to pull that off. Like it's just going to happen. But I think that with a team like this, with a strong holding midfielder, and if someone like Matic, who has been playing very, very well and could very easily get a one-to-watch card, bear in mind, if he can get himself a couple of informs, those informs will be so solid. Like his pace will be near a 70, which is the one thing I'm sure most people are worried about with this card, is the fact that it's not the quickest. But the stats around that
it's like a shadow
are so
card
good.
On that, though.
Yeah, shadow card on that, and you're laughing. Like what? That's does it up defense or physical shadow?
Defense.
Defense.
Pace and defense.
So you're looking at 92 defense and 76 pace. Like you're fine. Like that is solid. That's not anything to worry about. But I genuinely think this kind of team would be so good. And if I can afford this or make this happen or pack any of this before Team of the Year, then I'd be very, very happy. And that's what I'd kind of aim for. That's what I'd kind of want to pursue and go for. And obviously on the road to glory, if I can get any of these players, then that will be a big, big plus to the team. But I think on my road to glory, that's quite a way off yet. That's quite a way off yet.
Quite a ways off. But you keep up with the squad building battles. What's that? 4 games a day, 8 games.
Is it just 4 a day?
I think it's just 4 days.
Oh, because it was during the beta. It was like 4 every 4 hours or something, wasn't it?
Something like that. But I think it was because the beta was only out for a short time.
I guess.
If they did that, then I think loads of people would have been
like all over it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that makes sense.
But the rewards now for battles has now dramatically improved from when we did it on the beta, though.
I mean, you say that.
You can get like 70,000 coins for getting.
I was going to say it would have just been the coin totals because I came third in the world on the squad battles, and I got an ultimate pack, an 100k pack, and then it was like 5k. Like the coins was trash, but I got 225k's worth of packs. It was just the coin total that was awful. So as long as they've upped that, I think it again has value. And even if you don't aim for top 100, if you can try and get yourself into gold or even possibly elite if you've got the time to do it during the week, then the coin totals and the packs and things will pay out. Like as straightforward as that, it's beneficial.
And even if you don't have the time and you can still only squeeze like 2 games a day in or like a couple of games here and there, you'd still be able to get to silver, maybe even gold 1. And even then, the packs aren't that bad. And even if you're going off the rewards, you'll still get like 10k coins. You keep that up going like every 4 days or whatever it is, or is it every week now? I don't know.
I think it's every week now.
If it's every week, yeah, you'll still be getting a decent set of rewards. And hey, you don't even need an ultimate pack. You could get an ultimate pack and still pack an 82 rated player, and you could open a 15k pack and get an icon. You know, it's that sort of thing. It's just pack luck.
It's just luck. It's just luck. I mean, and I think this year it's just about giving yourself the best chance because I think the way they've gone this year is it's so important to be playing the game a lot, like as in frequently. Like you don't have to sit there for 8 hours and play it, but it's more beneficial to you if you've got 8 hours in the week to play it. Don't do that 8 hours in one day. Try and spread that 8 hours across the week because you're going to get more out of it. That's kind of what I'm, with the like daily objectives. They're trying to get people to keep playing, like to stay with the game. I think really.
Yeah, even though the daily objectives still are a bit. I don't want to say they're naff.
I was hoping for more. Like.
Yeah, but that's the thing with us sort of like consumers, we're always wanting more. It's like, yeah, we can go out and score 2 goals, but 2 goals with like a Portuguese league player or whatever. But would that really be worth, say, like a 5k reward? No, not really.
No, I guess. I mean, I just think because I don't know if they have, obviously, because we haven't been able to, but I remember during the beta, I was anticipating completing all the daily objectives and getting a prize for completing all the daily objectives. And you don't. And I would have thought that then would warrant like a 5k pack or a 7.5k pack or something. But, I wouldn't expect it, apply a consumable. Where's my 15k pack? That's not going to be like I expect in that thing. I expect a consumable pack or a bronze pack or whatever, because that's not hard. That's like 200 coins that's all going to cost you. But I think they missed the trick by not offering a reward for completing it all.
Which they might well have addressed in the real thing. Yeah, I don't actually know.
I don't think they have.
Do they not? No,
I don't know.
Well, tough times, but at least we know what we're going to get for 90.
Yes, that's obviously going to happen. EA, because I know you're watching.
Oh man.
But
I shouldn't even be saying that.
We should. But I mean, is there anything else you want to bring up, talk about for the?
Well, obviously we've got our packs coming up tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Roughly around 12,000 points we'll be doing for the videos and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
What are you expecting to get out of there, or what are you hoping to get out of 12,000 FIFA points?
I would like at least a walkout, I think. Like as in a proper walkout. At least an inform or so. And like Pele or no, I think I'd be happy if it felt like I could sit there and say I had value for money. Like as in that 12k FIFA points, I'm happy with, a De Bruyne, an informed Valbuena, and some 84s and 85s. Like, it's asking a lot, and there's a lot of people that are going to be opening packs. Like, there's no two ways about it. Everyone who gets access for tonight, the first thing they're going to do is turn it on, put points on packs. It's plain and simple.
Yeah, and still, as lucky as we are to get the Icon and Ronaldo edition, there are still going to be quite a lot of people out there that have bought it. There's no two ways around it. But at the same time, there's going to be an awful lot more players that are still going to wait.
Yeah.
So the best time, I think, to pack any of these super cool players is going to be tonight. Coming up on Friday, of course, will be the ones to watch cards.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty much been confirmed by EA.
Yeah, I think
not
they
the
said
whole
on normal
list.
release it's coming.
Yeah. So like Friday 6 o'clock, the ones to watch cards will be coming out. So players like Lukaku, players like Lacazette, players like Neymar.
Oh boy!
If we can get any of those tonight, of course they're going to be going for a lot of coins.
Keep them, because on Friday they won't be in packs. So for like a week, they could then go extinct. I mean, Morata's already extinct.
Is he?
Yeah, well, last time I checked, Morata was extinct. That might now change, but last time I checked.
Well, actually, that's also another good thing, because Morata scored a hat-trick over the weekend.
Yeah.
So is he going to get an inform on Wednesday?
I imagine he probably will.
And then what will happen on Friday, when he's got his ones to watch and inform card out at the same time?
That's a point, actually. He might not get one, unless his one to watch card, obviously. No, because his one to watch card will be the same as his inform, surely.
Yeah,
so
but
then
which
surely
card will you get, though?
Surely his inform will then go out of packs. You'd assume, and then because then they could replace the team of the week thing with a one to watch one, and then that's non-impact.
True.
But that's again, they're one thing they're very against is releasing two versions of the same card, which makes sense. But then actually saying that, the icons, that's essentially what they're doing. They've got three versions of the same player out at one time. So
two players, two versions. The prime ones are released differently.
Oh, of course.
We talked about this earlier.
Sorry. But you know that's actually a valid point. They could be an inform and one to watch or another version of a special card out. So
you could be lucky enough to pack the ones to watch, or you could be lucky enough to pack the inform.
Yeah.
So depending on your luck,
you never know. But I mean,
I think we're about done.
That's everything we actually really had planned to talk about for Waffle Time. Hope you've enjoyed it. Let me know in the comment section what you think of the two players that we are most excited about, and let us know which player you're most excited about trying to get or trying to use. So it's probably going to be an icon for a lot of people, but you know it could be
your favourite player.
Probably
your favourite club.
I don't think he plays anymore.
I don't think he's in the game.
He retired. But it's not the point. Let me know as well what you think of my squad that I would like to try and get, and let me know who you think I'm going to pack tonight.
Connor Washington.
Connor Washington. You think Connor Washington?
No, he's not going to be gold. But, if you do, I'm going to...
He's 66 rated. Yeah.
I mean...
QPR has no gold players this year. Just let that sink in.
Oh, so Nuwa gone down as well.
72 rated.
Our
highest rated player? Stephen Corker. Thank you, everyone. But
is he silver now?
He's
as well?
74 age, yeah. For now, guys, thank you so much for checking out Waffle Time. Leave a like if you enjoyed it, and like I said, let us know all of the questions I just asked you in the comment section below. But for now, I'm going to say goodbye. Look after yourselves. See you later.